taking all this in, John? I know you're old, but you should be taking all this in.
And then I'm not too sure what else you really want to go over besides this built-in.
Well, we're probably not going to be using this thing too much, are we, Dave? Because we got dodgy. We might have dodgy batteries to start with. So.
Yeah. Basically, what your inverter is going to do is take your battery power when you have no AC power available.
Yeah.
It's going to take your battery power and turn it into AC power.
Yeah.
Mostly, what you're going to want to use that for is televisions and this blender.
Yeah.
And maybe some light-duty microwave convection.
We're not talking baking a turkey for 3 hours, though, are we, Dave?
Yeah.
No.
But so, inverter on.
And you have a choice there, John. You got it on circuit 2 for VCR, TV, blender, ice maker, and TV, or you got microwave. So microwave is a power sucker. So you got microwave and nothing else.
So right now, let's start over. So I'm going to turn it on, and initially it's going to say low battery, circuit overload. So no power on this panel.
Nothing's working. So we just do a reset.
Reset.
Now we come over here.
And
we have a microwave, and Dave's going to cook me a chocolate pudding in the microwave now. So,
and that's
there we go.
No one-time power. Generator's off, and we're not plugged in. This is off of the batteries.
This is purely coach batteries.
Yeah, and then if we switch it over, TV will come on.
We should have a TV. Let's have a look. Look at that. We've got a Snow White fuzzy picture. Well, you can hear it, but we got no chance. But yeah, so, no, we had number 13. So there we go. We got power. That's off the coach batteries.
Yeah, nothing else.
Alright, that should be self-explanatory, John. Alright.
Then to shut it off,
we just kill it. What do we do then? We do a reset, Dave? What do we do? Oh, we just turned it off.
Go to off.
Okay. Alright, we're happy with that.
Yep.
Alright.
Inverter, furnace, fridge.
Fridge.
Okay, fridge. On, off. This is your auto button, and as a service tech we would prefer you keep it with this orange light on, meaning it's in automatic mode.
Yep.
It's going to figure out whether you're running off of LP gas, or if you plug in and have 110 power, it will automatically go to AC power.
Yep.
This has the option for DC. It's not recommended because of the abuse it puts on the batteries. It's such a high wattage DC element. You'll end up buying batteries sooner than you want to.
It'll barbecue it. See, listen to Dave. Don't use DC, alright?
So, but if you ever want to just go to manual, you just get that light off.
Yep.
And then you select whether you want gas or electric.
So,
and it'll
from my instructions earlier from you, Dave, is that if we leave it there, we want to be running on gas pretty much all the time, and then when we plug in, she'll automatically switch across to
electric.
Okay, so why is the DC light on there, Dave?
Because right now it didn't light on gas.
Yeah.
So it automatically figured out, hey, we're not on gas. We don't have 110 power. We're going to put it in DC.
So my coach won't do it. Okay.
Yeah, your coach.
So we must have the gas must be turned off then?
Yes.
Okay.
And so that's why it didn't light, and that's why it's got orange on check.
Okay.
The only time this check light will show up orange is if it fails to light on gas.
Okay. So we've got to check. We'll check the propane a little bit later, John, but obviously it's turned off.
And so we're not plugged in, we don't have gas, it automatically selects DC. And that should be the only time you let it run on DC is when it says to.
Okay.
So then again, that's in the auto mode. And then this is just your temperature selector.
How cold?
To adjust temperature and how cold. And if you ever want to, if this isn't enough here, you can adjust this piece here. This is your thermistor adjuster. You can move this up and down to get about a 3 to 5 degree change in temperature also.
Okay.
So, being where he's going to be at, he might have to do that. He might have to go to max on this. People in Arizona have to go to maximum and then fidget with the therm.
You'll be on max, John.
Yeah, and fidget with this. So
okay, you'll be on max.
If you're in the hotter climates, this will be important.
Okay.
If you're not, then it's just this. But that you just got to do by climate. Start at 3, see how cold it gets. If it's not cold enough, move it up to 4. Wait a couple hours. If it's still not cold enough, then go to 5. Still not cold enough, Then you
Raise
go
the bar.
inside and raise the white piece in here, and that'll give you your coldest setting you can get out of this refrigerator.
Okay.
So, right
Awesome.
now we'll shut it down.
Shut it down so it's not drawing on the batteries.
And then the only other thing you want to know about the fridge is to leave this off and to never use it.
Never ever touch that. Dave gave me that lecture when I first met him.
All this does is draw power off of your battery and drains your battery for you.
Okay.
It's a built-in heater, but it's very rarely ever used. So I wouldn't use it unless you want to buy $300 batteries every couple of
No, we don't want to buy
months.
$300 batteries. Dave. All right.
So it's fridge, furnace, water heater.
Water heater. So should we check if we've got gas?
Oh yeah,
Propane.
we could probably turn the propane on, but I think that was what I had trouble finding last time was the water heater. That one had water pump.
We're going to show you where the water heater is.
Water heater.
So you're coming down here, you're in the kitchen, you're washing the dishes, you're smiling at people out there, but then you have to put your hand down here, okay?
It's right next to this cabinet.
Right next to the cupboard. So we'll zoom out. Ta-da! Kitchen, window, smile, little pretty engraving. Look down there, and it's around there.
Yeah. And then it's got off, WH, and on. So when you want to run it, you just turn it to on. The red light will show up. After it lights and it is running on gas, this light will actually disappear.
Which it won't do at the moment because we have no propane on.
Yeah, so what it's going to do, this red light, when it stays in on, it's a warning saying you did not light on gas,
Yeah.
you do not have hot water.
Okay.
So you want that light to disappear, which right now it's trying to light, so it disappeared, but because we don't have the gas on, it
The red
came
light
back
on.
saying, hey, I did not light, check out and see why I didn't light.
Alright.
So to reset it, you just go back to up, which is off,
Yep.
and then you can try it again, or go back out
And check
check
the
your
propane.
propane and stuff like that.
Okay.
So
Okay, just turn on the propane on there, John.
it's to the left, and you want to go all the way.
Turn it all the way.
Quarterback or anything like that, you want to go all the way to the left and back seat the valve. And then this here, these wires and this is a solenoid. So what else you have to do is go inside the coach. We have to make sure your LP detector's on. Is down below here underneath your refrigerator. And what that does is it's a safety feature. Here's the on-off switch down here to the left, and it's gonna beep and warm up.
Yep.
Once it's done beeping and it warms up, this gas on light will turn green, which in return opens up that solenoid that's at the tank.
Yep.
So if this doesn't light up, you will never get propane in here.
Okay.
It's got to open that solenoid. So after it's been a while, it usually takes 30 seconds to a minute for it to warm up
Oh.
and turn on. And now that it's flashing, the gas valve is turned on. Oh, it's still warming up. And now the gas valve is turned on, saying, okay, it's safe in here. There's no LP smell. You can use gas. Open up the gas valve. You're okay.
Okay, so the gas valve opens up by itself though?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now,
So now we should have,
yeah, it might take a few tries.
so now we're going to try that again. And the fridge.
What we'll do is we'll go to the outside.
So we're seeing if,
I can hear it. It's not gonna. Because that's the other thing is after it's been sitting for a while, your propane gets a lot of air in the system. So you might have to try lighting the appliances 3-4 times to get rid of all the air pressure. One of the easiest ways is if you have a lighter, which I don't have.
no,
My
do I.
cigarettes are in the car. At home or at your house, is to come over to the stove and light the stove.